Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So as I promised a while back, I was gonna make a video showing you how kind of I want to say daily, because I don't do this on a daily basis, but what it looks like to run an Amazon business, okay, an FBA business. Now of course, it varies from person to person depending on your model, if you're doing OA, RA, wholesale. But most of the times it's all the same way, it's all the same process. I mean, some people may do a step a different way, compared to me, how I do it. But regardless, it's all gonna be shipped to the same spot. Well, not the same spot, but to the warehouses that Amazon has to fulfill these orders for us. And yeah, so without further ado, guys, let me show you a little back-to-back of what goes down in the Amazon world out here. All right. So as you can see here, I'm actually about to start prepping in a bit. Big shipment that I'm about to have coming through in a few. So anyways, right here got the laptop set up. As you can see, I got it on Inventory Lab so far. That's the software I use personally, so that I may basically prepare my listings. Over here we got the Dynamo printer, speaker for some music, tape gun, blades, Scotty peeler. This is a set labels right here. Now these are important because I do a lot of bundling and whatnot, so gotta make sure that the Amazon workers don't end up separating my stuff and thinking they're singles. Got a pen, marker, all that good stuff. Now currently I got the Dynamo out here just for the FNSKU labels right here that I'm about to show you guys in a minute. Now this printer is for the FNSKU labels. Now I do have a Rollo, I just didn't bring it out today just because I'm not going to be printing out the shipping labels just yet. But at the meantime, you're going to use this one for now just because it's tinier and simpler. And I mean, I like the fact that it stays inside the actual machine. But the Rollo will also do it as well. But that's my printer for printing out these FNSKU labels right here. Let me pull it up again. Now these are the labels that you have to use on Amazon when you're sending out your shipments. So I brought out this toy right here as an example. This was being sold last year in Q4, okay? It's Star Wars toy, Ray toy, whatever. And I got a few of these from a wholesaler, so I was selling these back in Q4. Now these FNSKU labels, this is what you use to cover the barcode, because right here, this was for the original manufacturer barcode was that. And you need to print out these labels in order to cover over them so that Amazon knows that it's your particular item, okay? But otherwise, if you send it in and commingle it with other seller stuff, it can get mixed up, and you really don't want to send it with somebody else's items. And if they prep it terribly, you're gonna get that negative feedback for not prepping your own labels. So I mean, it's always good to prep your own labels out, print out your own labels. I mean, anyway, there's that's the labeling part, okay? That's how as Amazon sellers. So whenever you buy something off Amazon actually, and you see these barcodes, that's usually from the own sellers labels themselves, okay? So I mean, little insight to those of you who actually buy on Amazon, so just so you know. Now again, like I mentioned earlier, I use Inventory Lab to prep my stuff. So I use it to list, I use it to, just a lot of things. It even shows my profit and losses and whatnot. So there's a lot of good stuff. So I highly recommend this software if anybody's into the Amazon game. Now on the deeper stuff, we got a few boxes that I'm about to prep in a bit. Just a quick little outbreak. Now one thing I like to do, since I'm doing this by myself basically, is as I list my boxes on Inventory Lab, I like to get a marker and label each one by one. So as you can see, this is box 3, box 2 right there, box 4, and yeah, I mean, it helps me keep track of what box is what. I even put the pounds up by it, 28 pounds, 33 pounds, 24 pounds, so it helps me stay organized better doing it that way. Now again, that's because I'm doing this by myself. When you start scaling and hiring other people to do this for you, then obviously that's someone else's problem. But for me right now personally, that's just how it's gonna work for now, for me, for the time being. Now I want to bring it back to these, this is a set do not separate stickers. Let's say hypothetically I was gonna bundle this blade and this pen, and they came in their own packaging. Well, what I would do is put it on a poly bag, wrap it, you know, stick it together, and then I would use these stickers to put over the poly bag so that Amazon workers are aware not to separate those two items, because otherwise, I mean, most of the time it's common sense that you know that those kind of go together, but you'll always have that one or two Amazon worker that kind of doesn't get it. So yeah, now let me run over here real quick, and now right here I got my little tray thing that keeps, you know, basically all my tools right here. I keep my blades, tape, pens, markers, whatever needed. All my FBA labels right there, and then the rest are just poly bag trays, alright? So we got different sizes from big ones to small ones. You know, very huge ones right here for those big multi-pack stuff that we sell. And so, as you can see, there's a little glimpse of what we basically do on a day-to-day basis. So, in a minute, like I mentioned earlier, I'm about to get these labels and just label on every single one of my items and throw them in a box. As you can see right here, these are already boxed up and ready to go. And we got them all labeled up and everything. I don't want to show off too much to you guys, just because I don't want some of you guys jumping on my route plan listings, alright? But yeah, so once that's done, I usually get a little sheet of bubble wrap or whatever I have lying around, put a layer or two on top of the box, and then just tape it up with the tape gun. And then obviously afterwards, when I'm done with every single box, labeling it and whatnot, I'll hop on Inventory Lab later, and then I'll actually start printing out my shipping labels that go on the boxes. So it'll print out 2 labels, one for UPS and one for Amazon, and each one will get scanned into the system so that they know what goes where. And then from there, it's just a waiting game, you know. It takes about few days up to 2-3 weeks depending on where your items are being shipped into. And then from there, once they're live, they're basically active on the Amazon platform, and then you start making a few sales. I mean, obviously if your pricing is priced competitively, then yeah, you'll start seeing sales roll in. Heck, even before then, when they're in transit, like if you're like, for example, if you're a shopper that's, you know, buys a lot on Amazon, and when you're buying something and it says will be in stock in, I don't know, April 30th or something like that, that's usually because the seller sent their items and it's still being in transit, which is why it'll say that, okay? So that's why it takes a while for our items to be processed. Now, other times, you know, they'll be processed real fast. There's times where I've sent a shipment in, and then within a week, I mean, my stuff is already selling. So it usually depends where it's going, what items, and just a lot of factors into the Amazon stuff like that. I mean, that's basically what I do. I mean, I prep my items on the table right here. To me, while I'm doing it, go one by one, listen on my Inventory Lab, and yeah, I mean, it's just rinse and repeat from there. Alright guys, that's basically what you do all day, aside from actually researching the products and buying them, you know, either from wholesalers, Walmart, or wherever, or, you know, depending on your business model. But that's basically the process of how an Amazon business looks like, okay? Now again, I wish I could show you more, but I don't have someone to hold the camera for me. We're not big time guru shit, so hopefully down the road I'll be able to actually have someone hold it for me and show you more deep on how it actually works and whatnot. But I think for the time being, a lot of you get the gist of it, of how it works. Let me see if I can pull up one item at least. So as you can see, this is a bundle right here. See that do not separate sticker? Yeah, that's so people can know that this is a pack of 4. That way Amazon workers don't rip up the poly bag and, you know, end up tearing it up and sending them as singles. So that's what those labels are for. But for the most part, everything else is kind of common sense. It's basic, it's simple. I mean, like I said before earlier guys, well, a long time ago, it's a simple business model, but it just requires work, okay? It's simple, but requires work. And it's easy to me, so anyways, I mean, I'm about to get to prepping these shipments out because I'm about to end up having like 8 or 10 boxes. I mean, I'll put a little video on it at the end of the clip here on the video as well, so be sure to stay tuned to that and just show you a glimpse of the finished project, because it's gonna take a minute guys. All right, again, we're doing this by ourselves right now, so it'll take a while, but hey, it's worth it. I mean, the amount of money I'm about to make right now, it'll be a few thousand, maybe, and that's profit, okay? So when I say a few thousand, I don't mean in sales, I mean in profit, all right? It'll be at least over, maybe close to 2 to over more thousand in profit. In sales, obviously it's gonna be way more than that, but I want to make be clear to you guys that at the end of the day, that's gonna be our profit, a few thousand, 2,000. So even if it takes me 8 hours to do this, which it won't because I already did half of it. I mean, think about it. Even if it took 8 hours to do all this to make even just 1,000, I mean, that's not a bad ROI if you ask me, compared to a 9 to 5. I mean, you compare 20 bucks an hour versus 1,000 for an 8-hour shift in one day. I really don't need to do anything else for the rest of the week, but I mean, I am though. So we're gonna keep going at it, keep hustling out here, making it work, scaling this business up. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna get straight to work. I'm gonna put another video clip to this as soon as I'm done, show you the finished project, so stay tuned for that. And with that, guys, I'll leave you out. All right, peace. All right, guys, just a quick update here in the middle of the video. We did a bit of work, and well, let me show you something. So currently we have around 7 boxes done. All right, currently. That's still not including what I still have left to do, and a few other packages that I actually have in the front and inside the house. So we're probably gonna have up to 10, 11 boxes or so. I mean, this is a pretty big shipment, especially since for the past 2 weekends or so, due to personal stuff going on, I couldn't ship out anything like that. So it's kind of been built up completely right now. So that's why it's a lot of packages. But regardless, we're about to get all of these boxes shipped out probably in the next few days or so. I might need an extra, I don't know, day or two depending. Now keep in mind, I'm not working on this all day, okay? I've only been on this for like probably like 3 hours or so. So I mean, it's not that much time actually. But if I can get just 2 more days, 6-7 hours in total, I could probably knock out the rest. And yeah, this is just the inside scoop of how it is to run an Amazon business, okay guys? So again, 7 boxes, all right, here in my garage. But again, 7 boxes, all prepped, all labeled, poly bag, boxed if it needed to be, expiration dates on them. All I gotta do is tape them up, but I'll wait until I print out the shipping labels to make sure nothing else screws up in the process. But once I get those shipping labels printed out, once I'm completely done, I'm gonna tape them up, label them, schedule that UPS pickup, and yeah, I mean, we'll start making some money. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to it, but probably about to quit for right now. And yeah, just keep going on to the next boxes or so, and this will all be jammed into one video. So again, stick to each clip, watch the process, watch the journey, and let's see how it goes. All right. So just a quick inside scoop of basically the aftermath after you're done prepping and whatnot. Like that right here on the table. Got a few products on the table that I really don't want to show you like that right now. So, but just to give you an insight of the aftermath of all the effing SKU label papers that are left over, poly bagging clips right here. I mean, tape everywhere, some bubble wrap down there. So this is just an aftermath of what some of the mess looks like. Now, please keep in mind, this is just a bit of it. I did most of this the other day, so if I had done all this in one get, it would have been a huge mess. And this is the sucky part about this business, is basically cleaning up. I don't know about you guys, but I honestly hate cleaning up. So I mean, I might get my kids to do it, pay them a little something for the business. Pay them maybe in a Roblox gift card or something. They love that stuff right now. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to do this business, guys, this is what's gonna be expected of it. All right, you think it's all fun and games, something that's all pretty and dandy, because it ain't. So anyways, just a quick glimpse. Yo, welcome back, guys. All right, so this is the last piece of the video, and well, finally got a haircut for one, so finally made time for that. But this is it, guys. We finished our shipments, we've labeled our boxes, we've polybagged our items, We print out the shipping labels, and we box them. I mean, we got everything packaged up. This is Monday morning. Let me see what today is, just to be sure. April the 12th. So if you're watching this after this, then at least you know when this was. But I woke up early once more. Spent not even an hour finishing up what I needed to finish. And yeah, so I just had to label one more box because I decided to push one more box out with the shipment I had, which is a little separate thing. But we finally got it done. And yeah, let's look at the completed work, alright? So here it is, everyone. The completed shipment that we've been working on. It's finally done. And it is about 11 boxes in total. Yes, that one more box is one of them. Alright. Yeah, I mean, you can see where we labeled which box is what, how much each one weighs. The labels are on the boxes. And everything's good to go. So yeah, that's just a quick little inside scoop of how it is to run an Amazon FBA business, guys, alright? This is what it takes right here. So now that you've seen that part, I mean, what an amazing process. I mean, let me make a quick last minute, note here, guys, that, in total, all those boxes, profit-wise, it was close to 2,000 around there. I mean, it was somewhere in between there, like 1,500 or something like that. But that's profit, okay? That's after all expenses, after shipping and whatnot, poly bagging. I mean, it's just everything. That's how much profit we're bound to make. Unless, I need to lower some of my prices here and there just to get the buy box on Amazon. But regardless, it's basically going to be around that much in profit. And I mean, the time it took to do this, guys, was, I mean, if you add in all the sourcing and labeling and organizing, because I don't have a really set system yet in order to make this a little smoother. So I'm just, working with what I can right now. But all in all, it probably took like 6 to 7 hours, okay? Now, I know to a lot of you, you're probably like, I mean, that's not really worth it. I mean, 6 to 7 hours to do all that. Well, maybe for some of you. Maybe for the person that's, I don't know, maybe a doctor with a, 6-figure income, 7-figure income. Maybe not. But to everyone else who, you either make a minimum wage for even 15 bucks an hour or something, or even 20. I mean, even if you do it, I mean, let's say you do 8 hours in one day and you're getting paid 15. That's only like 90 bucks per day for every single one of those 8 hours. So I mean, $90 a day times what, 5? It's like $450 a week, and not even including taxes. Okay, so it's gonna be less than that, including taxes. In 2 weeks, you're making 900 bucks. In a month, you're making 1,800 bucks. All right, and that's before taxes. This shipment took me 6 to 7 hours, like I said earlier. And I'm gonna make close to $2,000 just basically from one good work day at a regular 9 to 5. So when you really think about that hours and time that I put into this versus someone who's making 15 to 20, or even a little bit more, because not even people who are making 50 are probably making close to that in one day. I mean, that's pretty amazing. I mean, most jobs don't even pay you $1,000 in a week. So for me to make that in basically one single day, when you add up the total hours, that's freaking amazing, dude. I mean, and that's just because I'm doing this by myself for basically 99% of the part. I mean, my girl helps me, every once in a while, but if you can't right now, do the personal stuff. But I mean, from just one person doing this big shipment that I did right now to make 1,000 plus, that's pretty amazing. And as like I said, as we continue to scale this business more and more, I'm gonna be hiring more people to outsource stuff for me. So the amount of hours I'm gonna be putting to make the same amount of money, it's gonna be even less. I mean, next thing you know, I'll be putting only, I don't know, 2 hours to make the same amount. But of course, as I scale more and more, in those same 6-7 hours, I'll probably end up making 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 down the road. So tell me one job that's gonna make you 10,000 in one single day. I mean, you probably can't, right? I mean, unless you're doing some illegal drug smuggling or something like that, or trafficking, whatever. There's really no job that's gonna pay you that much in one single day that you can scale really nicely. So again, look at me, watch my journey, the process. And for those of you who ever think about doing something like this, weigh your pros and cons. Now keep in mind, this took a lot of upfront work, like I always keep mentioning in my videos, alright? So don't think that this happened overnight, because this took a while, okay? And especially for someone like me who only started with $1,000 to be making what I'm making now, I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, honestly, by the end of this year in 2021, I know we're gonna hit 6 figures. Shit, I mean, we're already more than a quarter there actually. We're barely in April. Honestly, we'll probably end up hitting 6 figures before Q4 even hits. Like, I really do believe that'll actually happen. So it's gonna be a crazy year for sure. Again, you know, stick to the journey, guys. Watch me. I'll take you step by step. You know, trying to do this more often with the YouTube channel again, like as I always mentioned. And luckily, I've had some time right now to produce a few more videos. So again, I'm gonna produce more videos, keep you guys updated. Regardless, we always make posts on Instagram, Facebook, you know, those 2 main platforms. I mean, there's so many platforms out there that I can't really be on all 24/7. I mean, it's too time consuming. You're lucky if I'm even on the other 2 messaging back to people. So if you ever message me and I take a while, well, I mean, I apologize, but at the same time, you know, we're out here doing what we're doing to make some money. So I mean, I can't really apologize for that either. So we gotta eat out here, right, guys? I mean, especially when you're trying to do this full time. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Honestly, I'll probably end up doing this full time by the end of the year. Who knows? But yeah. Just a quick thing, these Dymo printers, yeah, don't get those. They're a piece of crap. This one just broke on me literally the day I started recording this video. But other than that, guys, well, that'll be it. That's our big shipment right there. You know, like I said, I wish I really could do this more and record more for you guys by doing a step by step, showing you how it works as far as the poly bagging. Now I'm gonna have to order another camera stand because my kids broke the one I had, so otherwise I could do it like that. But I'll be ordering that soon. Though I can show you guys more and more in depth. And yeah, I mean, if you enjoy the content as always, guys, you know, be sure to smash that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this Amazon business. Is it something that you never thought about? Is it something you never, you know, is it like something that you didn't expect compared to what other fake gurus are actually telling you that it's passive income? This wasn't passive income, okay? I had to wake my butt up every single morning, prep this stuff, print out the labels, ship more. I mean, it's not a lot of work, but it's work, okay? Like I said, I'm used to hard work, so to me, this is a breeze. And you know, this is kid work to me, all right? This is nothing to me. I'm done. I could literally be done for the rest of the week and still be good. So, but I'm not. I mean, we're gonna be out here hustling even more, putting in more work, and scaling this monster of a beast called Amazon FBA. But other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned, and don't forget to drop a comment, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, later.